34.5%. Is that A, how much AI overviews reduce click-through rates by, according to RFs, or B, the percentage of my body weight that's currently pasta after last night's Italian buffet? Trick question, it's both, but let's zoom in on that first one because a 34.5% drop in CTRs when AI overviews appear is huge. And yet Google have repeatedly claimed that AI overviews don't cannibalize traffic. And in fact, they've stated that these summaries drive more relevant clicks, a statement that certainly raised the eyebrows of marketers everywhere. To make matters worse, even their own AI overviews betrayed them, saying that they are in fact associated with a decrease in click-through rates. All this put serious pressure on Google to change the way AI overviews worked. And after months of speculation, that change was finally announced at Google Marketing Live 2025. Google Vice President Vidya Srinivasan announced that ads will soon be served within AI overviews. With the reasoning power of Gemini models in search, people can ask their most complex questions. Search breaks these down into subtopics, issuing multiple searches at the same time. Here's the power. We can't take a search that doesn't have obvious commercial intent, but still understand that connecting the user to a product or business is the most helpful next step. Often, that connection is an ad. Now, ads are officially featured in AI overviews and in Google's new conversational search experience, AI mode. They'll appear within or alongside AI-generated summaries on desktop, making them a part of the immediate visual and contextual experience. AI overviews will support text ads, shopping ads, local ads, and in-app ads, providing they are part of search, AI Max, PMax, shopping, or app campaigns. Thomas Etchell posted about this being the reason Google has pushed Broadmax, PMax, and AI Max so hard in recent times, as exact and phrase-matched keywords alone can't cover the new, more complex search queries that trigger long-tail answers via AI overviews. He also emphasised the rhetoric that focus has now shifted to intent rather than keywords. This means advertisers need to think less about the exact words a user types and more about the underlying problem they're trying to solve or the outcome they're looking for, essentially aligning campaigns to users' needs rather than just search syntax. As Chris Nightingale said in a recent LinkedIn post, AI overview ads signal a significant shift away from keyword-based targeting and will put more emphasis on Google's AI understanding and considering the full context of AI-generated answers. Chris then went on to mention the 3 key takeaways he'll be keeping a close eye on as the new intent-focused placements roll out. But rather than me simply reading them out, I thought it'd be better to go straight to Chris for a more detailed analysis of his thoughts.
For me, I think ads in AI overviews provide massive opportunities for a lot of advertisers. I think if I look back into the PMax days when that first kept rolling out, there was a lot of inventory that was already baked into that was maybe low to mid intent. So, not just search, but around discovery, Gmail, YouTube, Maps, just across the board and bringing that inventory into one place. And you were very much going after the audience rather than the actual keyword or query. So it was really exciting. I think it opened up a lot more impressions to us and a lot more inventory was available to us. And I think that will continue down this space. So I think as we go into this new era of ads in AI overviews and in AI mode specifically, that data will not mean that we don't have to set up completely new campaigns. That data will start to come through in already pre-built campaigns across our PMax campaigns and our search campaigns. So it's going to be really important that as advertisers, we're looking at the queries that sit behind that. We know that Google has got a lot better with that recently, particularly with PMax, and it's starting to show where our ads are showing more, what sort of queries people are searching for and converting on. So it's going to be really important that we're doubling down on those efforts, really looking at the n-gram analysis and everything that sits around that query to understand what people are searching for and if our ad is relevant for that particular query. I think in addition to this as well, there's going to be a lot more automation of where our ads may show and may not show. And I think particularly as we start to look at what the Gemini model has been doing, it's been able to bring in links, bring in images, bring in videos. I think that creative development is going to be more important now than it ever has done. Making sure our videos are up to scratch, they're optimized, they're really delivering the answer that people need. Secondly is, do you think AI-driven search will change the economics of CPCs and bidding strategies across the board? I definitely think they will in the short term. people are not going to be used to what's going on. A lot of the max conversion strategies may not see much of an impact, but I think initially, if you have got a max clicks or max impression share strategy, and suddenly the ability to target on AI overviews becomes available, you're going to have a lot more inventory that you're able to go after, and we might start to see the spends really balloon on these accounts and the quality go down, which is worth thinking about. So I would advise anyone, unless they need it for organizational reasons, to be making sure on a max conversions or max conversion revenue strategy with a target ROAS or a target CPA applied to it. That means that when these things do become available, we don't see huge increases in spends and clicks within the account to potentially queries and intent that might be a bit questionable. So that would be my advice.
And there you have it. Big thanks to Chris Nightingale for sharing his thoughts. And if you aren't already, it's definitely worth giving Chris a follow on LinkedIn for regular insights on key updates like these. It'll be interesting to see how users respond to the blending of ads and AI generated content. What'll be more interesting is whether advertisers actually see improved performance from these new placements. So what are your thoughts? Will you be jumping on the AI generated ad placement bandwagon, or are you holding back until it's been tried and tested by others? Let us know what you think down in the comments. And for more videos on key PPC updates like these, make sure you're subscribed to the Lunio YouTube channel and our newsletter, where we round up the most important paid media news stories each and every month. For more in-depth analysis on ads in AI overviews, we've got a whole article out explaining exactly what they are, how they work, and what you should be doing right now. Plus, we feature even more top insights on the new placements from leading performance marketers.